sexy senorita and she looking tasty. I'm dirty dancing with her.
Right, okay, before we go ahead with this, I just want to point out this review type thing is more to kind of display to Ryan, the owner of the YouTube account that you'll be watching this on, that, you know, I'm addicted to it for a good reason, so let's get into this. Now, I'm sure you've seen, and, you know, may have, I don't know, got addicted to some game before. It's kind of like Mafia Wars, this is, and I've been playing it for a little too long now. So I've went on it at least once every day for the last couple of months, even if it's like 11:30, and, you know, I just get back and thank you, Windows, for alerting me of that, and I didn't even need to know that. Right, so there are so many different mechanics to this game that it's kind of hard to give it a general summary. So, for instance, like, hold on just 1 second, I just need to go do something. Right, sorry about that, I kind of got slightly interrupted. Now, this is all a mouse-based game, and yeah, so, fuck off. I'm not quite sure how I'm meant to kind of explain this or show you it, so I'll take it step by step. Now, profile is, you know, your normal, you know, get loot from shit and equip it. Obviously, stuff you gotta hit heavier, harder, you get better loot from. Now, I'm quite liking my reindeer hat with the red nose. It's a pretty chill piece of equipment, if I do say. Now, the thing that sets this apart that I thought was, say you've played Mafia Wars, you know, you get this equipment stuff, but it's the ship mechanic. Much like, if I go back to profile, your fleet also help you, much like, you know, your family do in Mafia Wars. I think it's family, I haven't played it in so long. Now, I play this on Congregate, and it was on one of their kind of, it was on the front page, so I thought, I won't judge it by, you know, its first look. I'll give it a couple of days, and I found myself quite hooked, I will admit. Now, so you move into ship, and you pick up different ships, you know, some you get from drops. I must admit, this one, I saved up enough of these. Well, you have your in-game currency, and then you have, you know, your currency you can buy with cash, and but it also gives it to you on leveling up. I think it, yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Now, I must admit, this particular ship I'm using at the moment, I did buy. I saved up a little bit for it, and I thought, well, you know, I've not got anything else worth buying, and the ship I had at the time was relatively crap, so I thought, well, I'll buy it. So that's how I've got such a powerful ship. Now, you know, at first you look at it and you notice it says, you know, 5 officers, 14 crew, or whatever. I think this one's got 30 in total. Yeah, 10 officers and 20 crew. And you kind of think, well, what the fuck's this meant to do? Now, in a minute when I move on to it, the big team-based things, well, not team-based, but kind of, you know, they're called raids on here. And I'll skip straight to that now, actually. They help you in, you know, if you got a stronger ship, you're more likely to deal heavier damage, I think. Like I say, I'm not up to date with these game mechanics, and, you know, you can add raids to it, you can, like, using the beding, it's called the beding now. So at the moment, I've got 1 raid completed. Now this raid was done on stamina, not honor. Now honor you get by, you know, your honor's actually equal to your level, but because I've got some form of item on, I get more honor or some bollocks like that. And so after you hit a raid, so you go into it. Now, the cool thing about this is, whilst it takes forever to load, this didn't start off looking like this. When it started off, it was kind of, you know, all intact, all like this one thing. It was all intact, but as you get it down to certain health, you know, screen changes. If I can, I'll try and capture it at some point. Don't think I'll be able to, but hell, you know, it's nice to know that it's there and it works. So you hit it by looking at how much stamina you got, or rather honor in this case, and you click the corresponding keys to how hard you want to hit it. So I hit it with all the honor I've got at the moment, and you get these ranks, or not ranks, you get the amount of damage each thing or each person has hit. Now that kind of helps you because, as you can see, this guy down here has put 2.8. Now that's the fair share or optimal share, I'm not sure which one it is. Fair share is how much each person, if I go back a minute, you'll notice there's a cap on the amount of people that can join. And the fair share is, you know, the total health divided by that, like the amount of people that can play in. That's supposed to mean, you know, look, if everyone's in this raid, only hit it for fair share, otherwise it's not fair. If you can't hit it for a fair share, when the timer kind of comes down to about there-ish, someone will hit it pretty hard and they'll take it out. You just get optimal share, which is, if we go back to it, you get these items, these different items for hitting it. Now each kind of category you have to hit harder for. So I've actually only joined this raid because I want that. I don't know why, I just think that looks pretty cool. You notice that's crew, so that also links back to ship, so the more raids you do, the higher chance you are of replacing it. I mean, even if I got that now, the robot elf is still more, you know, powerful than the mecha one. But, you know. So then, when you complete a raid, it shows you how much damage you dealt. So on this one, I think it was a no, I think I had a full bar of stamina, so I hit it for everything I could. No, I'm not really a heavy hitter at this level. I'm only 209, and I think the highest person I've met on here, or rather that I know about, is 3090. I'm not sure. And the worst part is I don't even remember how to look for them. But yeah. So I thought that's quite a neat aspect. So we'll go ahead and we'll see what we get. So, you know, got some stuff you can use in the lab. We've got a mask. We've got another member of crew. We've already got one of them. Yeah, just bollocks really. And you get, you know, achievement points, which you can then spend on these, but I've never saved up for anything past the planet pack. If I have 100 AP, it always goes on planet pack. Even now when I've got 1,000, most likely I'll buy 10 planet packs. Everything I was about to say just flew out of my head, so... And then, yeah. So, aside from that, like, obviously, honor is only used when you're in an alliance. So, these are the enemies I can hit using my honor instead of my stamina. Now, somebody in the chat just posted something, so I have no clue what it is, so I'll paste it in and I'll hit it. Oh no, apparently it's gone. So, I'll try it with this one. There we go. And this is a raid I like a lot actually. Guan Yu. And you know, I quite like his armor set. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best, but I like his armor set, and I'm kind of trying to get that cake data, because everyone knows bitches love cakes. So, I'll go ahead and, excuse me, I'll go ahead and hit it. As much as I can. So, as you can see, oh, there we go. Right, so hold on just a sec. I'm going to pause this, and I'll be back when I've used up all of my stamina and honor. Right, there we go. Kind of hit them both as much as well, all of it really. And now, if I move on to energy, much like energy. Actually, I'll bank that. Energy in, Legacy of a Thousand Suns is pretty much like energy in Mafia Wars, and it's used in missions, and each mission I thought was really quite good because I don't know. Let me unclick. Each mission has, if I engage this, it has a whole storyline, and it's quite a long storyline, but it's quite detailed, and I must admit, I don't ever get bored reading them. I'm sure Ryan does, because I copy and paste the entire thing to him just to, wind him up. So I'm going to pause it again, and Windows keeps informing me of something I don't care about. But I'm going to pause it again, just use up as much energy as I can. So, unfortunately, whilst I was doing that, I was kind of hoping I'd managed to take out both of them, so I could show you, kind of the end fights, the boss battles, and there are a fair amount. Oh wait, wrong one. There are a fair amount of zones. I mean, I'm on 7 at the moment, and there's what 15 plus 2 extra, so it's quite an extensive storyline, and you level up your character how you want. So I've poured a load of my stats into energy and stamina, not much in attack and defense, because I kind of make up with it with this. Now you'll notice that some of this armor has, I can't move the mouse at the same time, has kind of the bonuses on it. Now that I thought was also a really good feature. Say you get a brilliant item in the game and you think, oh well son, I can kick your ass with this. Well, why not bump it up a little more? So I'm not gonna actually, alright. So say for example, because I don't have any of the higher crystals, I'll just use this. So say for example I wanted to upgrade that. And then you go to your crystals. You find what crystal you want. I'm not sure if there's, specific crystals upgrade certain things or have a higher upgrade, so we'll just use a grade. And then it's added, a little bit more to it. So now when I hover over it, it comes up with the added stats to it. Now, going back to what I said in the raid, when I completed this, I got a load of stuff from it. That stuff can then be used in your lab, which, it's I hate to keep referring it back to this because I find this a lot more addictive than Mafia Wars, but it is just like Mafia Wars. If you, completed a set of collectibles, I can get something. You can, claim something. Now, in the collect items, it's literally just stamina points, which I tend to save up, and not stamina, stat points even. I tend to save up and kind of go through about 40 of them to give me an extra 20 stamina. So yeah, I must admit, when I'm explaining this, it does sound incredibly boring, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, in facilities, you get these, and at first you've got to build them, which of course requires money, and then you can upgrade them, and each upgrade unlocks something else, and all that jazzy bullshit that games do, and shit. And then yeah. So if I was to click this, say, oh look, I got another piece of headgear. Woo! Shame it's so shit. But what can you do? That's life. And then I've got fuck all to talk about now. I've pretty much summed that up in just over 14 minutes. Which is longer than the fucking game I played earlier. Whoa! But yeah, I'll leave it at that then. I'll try and convince Ryan that he should start playing this game, although he probably won't because, I don't know, he's a twat.